A man named Heap comes on the scene as the movie starts. He is familyless because his family had been murdered. After that day, he became the superintendent of a building. He used to live there. His task was to solve the issues which are being faced by the building residents relevant to their survival. Building's pool water had got unusual a few days ago. It means, its appearance had changed. And Heap often used to hear some voices. It seemed as someone is swimming in the pool. But he does not encounter anyone there. One day, he hears the sounds of someone near the pool. He goes to investigate. He finds a lying Keyring there. Coming out from the pool, a lady brings that Keyring into the water. Heap witnesses her. He asks that lady to come outside the water but she does not come. Then he himself jumps into the pool. Heap is about to drown because he does not know how to swim. But he comes outside the pool. But he again slips into the water. And he cannot come outside at this time. Then Heap is shown again. Who was in his room and secured. Waking up, he finds a sitting lady beside him. She was the same lady whom he encountered in the pool. She had brought him here after rescuing his life. There is a little conversation between them. Here it is revealed, that lady is not an ordinary being. But she has come from the world of water. And no one knows about it. That girl asks Heap, are there not passing weird feelings in you while seeing me? It means, is your skin not feeling prickling? Heap responds on it, no, there is not such as. That girl tells her name, Story. And she reveals, she is North Mermaid. Story falls asleep there while talking. After a time, Heap again goes to leave her in the water. Coming outside, he hears the horrific sounds. And he also witnesses a figure of a strange animal. Meanwhile, Story is also awakened. And a strange creature was proceeding to attack them. But they lock the door, going into the house at the right time. Next morning, Heap informs about that animal after calling an officer there. It is early in the morning so they don't observe anything there. Going to one of his friends, Heap asks about North Mermaid from her. She tells Heap, I have no information about it. But my mother is well informed. Then he requests her so she may ask about Story from her mother. She continues to inform Heap about Story, while asking from her mother, even though her mother was stern. Here it is known that North Mermaid is the water creature. Their purpose is to help the human beings after leaving water. According to this old tale, Story has to meet a writer who will write a book, seeing her. This book is such a book which will save the humanity in coming time. That writer will not be able to write a book until he faces Mermaid. It means, they had to search for a proficient writer now. Hearing it, he comes back to his house and reveals it to Story. He tells Story that she cannot go back until they search the writer. Thinking it, Heap meets with some of the residents of this building. He wishes to find a person who may be writer but he cannot search the writer even after a great effort. Heap's friend gets more information. He shares them with Heap. She tells that a creature will appear to end that North Mermaid. And observed creature last night was the same. And that creature wraps itself in the grass that no one can recognize it. And that creature will end that mermaid at any cost. And the purpose of Mermaid's ending is to stop her departure into her own world. Heap visits the house of a man named Vic, who was a writer. He had been writing his own book for the last few days. Returning back to house, he reveals it to Story. Then Vic approaches there for a matter. Then Heap introduces Vic to Story. Vic begins to feel weirdly, seeing Story. There was something prickling sensation in his body. Then Heap is sure that Vic is that writer. Story discovers a secret diary of Heap, in which he has written about his family, that how did Offender eliminate his family mercilessly. Heap requests Story to not read this diary again, because no one had the knowledge about Heap's ancestry here. Night falls and it was the time of Story's departure, because they had found writer. And Heap goes to drop Story. Standing on a building floor, Heap hears some sounds. He finds Story there. While observing, it is revealed that Story is injured enough, because that creature had attacked Story, and she does not return into her world. Now, Story had to leave the building in order to go to Heap's house. And the same creature was outside. So Heap drops Story at Vic's house. Then Heap moves to his friend so that he may gather more information about that mermaid. And a question, how may it be prevented from the attack of that creature? Because Story was wounded. Then Heap's friend informs him after asking from her mother that Story will discover a specific thing in water from where she has come. And using it, Story may heal. And she also tells, at the time of Story's departure, that creature could not attack her. Coming there, an eagle will take that mermaid with it. That creature should not attack Mermaid according to the rules. But why was it attaching her again and again? Hearing it, Heap jumps into the water. Going inside, he removes the iron grill so he may move into the depth. While searching, he finds that specific thing which is a shining stone. And Heap returns back, taking that stone. And Heap's friend arrives at his house when he is there. She had come to reveal that creature will attack Mermaid if Mermaid is legend. And the legendary mermaid is Narf, who visits it one throughout the year. And her approach is considered valuable for humanity in this world. After coming here when she returns back into her own world, then she gets the status of queen. But before it, that mermaid cannot know that she is Narf. So it was the cause, that creature was wanting to end that mermaid even after breaking the rules. Hearing it, Heap hands over that shining stone to Story. And he also tells the remaining tale. And the rest of the tale is also heard by Vic and his sister. Story reveals that his written book will breed such a baby who will be a talented one. Growing up, he will be a leader of this country. And he will make the entire world victorious. Heap also comes to know the remaining tale through his friend. She tells, 4 people will be required to send Mermaid into her own world after saving her. And they will possess the extraordinary capabilities. A man who can restrain wolf-like creature while looking into its eyes. While second is that man who can heal Mermaid's wound. And third one can predict the worst time, observing the current situation. And fourth one can do the similar tasks. Then, Story tells, Heap is that man who can see into the eyes of the creature. Because he has been protecting her from that wolf-like creature in the very beginning. Heap goes to meet a skilled man. And he also collects information with his help about the rest of the people. And that skilled man tells the specific attributes about those people. And Heap successfully searches them according to told attributes. One of them could predict the worst time. There is a group of people, Smoker, in the building, who could do the similar tasks. There is an old lady who may heal Mermaid's wound. At night, Heap goes to practice a fight with that creature. And Story is leading him. And Heap utters some words told by Story. So that creature may expose from the grass. And that creature begins to uncover grass from it. Heap tries to restrain it while looking into its eyes as that creature comes outside. But it does not stop and it moves towards Heap for an attack. Then that skilled man arrives there. That creature could not attack before an unknown person, until he utters some words. It is obvious here that Heap was not that man who could restrain creature while looking into its eyes. Knowing it, Heap is quite disturbed. Because he thinks, who will save Story now? How will she be retreated? A grand party is arranged next day thinking, that creature will not be able to sense Story among the number of the people. And they will easily send Story into her own world. But it is futile, and that creature brings Story with it. But Heap rescues her on the exact time from that creature. And he brings her back into the building. And that creature also steps into the building stealthily. That skilled man was standing in front of that creature. He is killed by that creature. Meanwhile, on the other side, everyone is engaged in a discussion about how they can ultimately aid Story now. Because there was not such a man who possessed those attributes. Then that man speaks out who was being supposed to predict the worst time. He says, my son may predict the worst time. And that boy is really the same who could predict the worst time. He also identifies the other 3 persons who possess those attributes. And the healer of Mermaid's wound is not old lady but Heap himself. The Heap recovers wounded Story. And she also restores her senses. It was raining cats and dogs outside. And the guests of the party step into the building. And Heap and his companions holding something come outside. The purpose of holding weapons was to face that creature. Heap picks up an iron rod as that creature is nearly to attack Story. But he observes, that creature is not assaulting Story. Turning back, Heap finds a masculine boy, who was staring at that creature. It means, they had also discovered a man who could restrain that creature looking into its eyes. That creature was not attacking and that boy continues to look into its eyes. Then that boy turns to look, hearing the sound of eagle. In this time, that creature gets a chance to attack that boy. Meanwhile, giant 3 more creatures approach there as it is about to attack that boy. Who brings the opponent creature of Mermaid with them. Being strongest, no one could face those creatures. Then that eagle brings Story with it. And all observe Story's departure while standing there. And the movie also ends here as Story departs.